but I would rather study something at university that I enjoyed, that I can get a job from it if I wanted to, but I enjoyed, than to say I went somewhere and it was so elitist, but I suffered so much oppression inside. I suffered so much anxiety, and what? No one's gonna clap for me that I suffered.
But I thought this event was amazing. What I took away was rob this England. I think that's the quote of 2020, just rob this England.
Making tea is so important. Right. Those times when I was making endless teas, I was listening the hell out of the office. Like, you listen and you learn how to talk. I learned how to make deals and negotiate contracts over tea.
Not being afraid to take up space, to me, was like, it was a kind of like a ring in my ears, being like, look, you need to do your shine. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you shine, you shine. Don't apologize anymore. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I thought, wow. Yeah, write that down again, because you're going to need to remember that one. You know,
it's a game to be played in the corporate world. I've been playing that game all the way through. And you need to be able to understand who the decision makers are wherever you are. And I think when you start to do that, and you yourself know your worth, make them also know your worth as well.
The one thing that stood out for me, like Sherelle said, is learning from people that have already been there. If you want to go somewhere, you need to ask people that are coming back from there.
I still have self-doubt. It still happens. It happens pretty much everyone. But I think if you focus on your USP and what you bring to the table, you can kind of not overcome, but it gets a bit easier. And I always say you should just be really compassionate with yourself and really focus on your self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? Do you talk to yourself how you talk to your friends? Like, if my friend came to me and told me I can't do this, I'll be like, yes, you can. So you have to talk to yourself like that as well.
This day and age, it's so important to have people to look up to, and I think the workshop did just that. It honestly made us believe in ourselves a little bit more, knowing that we will be able to get to where these ladies got to, if we just carry on pushing and just trying to do what we have to.
I was in a trap of like just having no time for myself, and I tricked myself into believing that was me just being hustling and I'm busy because I'm running a business, and like all those things that you actually trick yourself and tell yourself. But actually, when you do give yourself that opportunity to have fun and relax, you then bring your best self to work. So
my takeaway was that, like, when you're entering a workspace, particularly for engineering, it can be quite disheartening to see the lack of diversity and feeling like you're the odd one out. But somebody was talking about how, like, what makes you different is what can help you get ahead, and how you'll just be quiet with it, but then the distance between you and other people, like, it will make itself known. And yeah, you can just kind of use that as your superpower. That was definitely something that I took away.
And like I said, I'd be in the studio with guys most of the time, and sometimes that people just assume that I'm a groupie because a rapper's in the room, or I'm just here for being here's sake, which sometimes is a bit disheartening, but then I sing and then they feel stupid. So yeah.
I feel so reassured after watching this, and seeing all of these women who might not have started out on the path that they are now on, but they ended up where they are now. It's really been so inspirational, and yeah, really just reaffirming